Hi, everyone. Now, this is our after Q&A segment where we kind of assess what the panel's sort of revealed and whether we feel okay about it. We can say whatever we want about the panel. I'm going to go back to, because they're not here anymore, so it's not like we're going to share it on the internet. We are. You asked a very, very specific question and, you did interact a bit with Peter Khalil about the COVID inquiry. His argument is that it can look at the states and some of these issues. Do you feel like it will?
I feel like it won't. To be honest, I feel it's a bit political. I feel like the federal government is protecting their mates, some of the state-based premiers. And I lived near Parliament House in Melbourne on Little Bourke Street during the COVID pandemic. I was an essential worker that also worked in CBD. So I saw firsthand how harsh some of the measures were. I think a lot of us knew the media was actually banned from flying helicopters over Melbourne CBD for a little while. So secrets, they were trying to keep some secrets under the table, and I feel like there needs to be a light on some of the things that happened during that time. And
obviously states and territories can hold their own inquiries. I think it was the Treasurer, Jim Chalmers, yesterday who said they should be, they can look anything. Why is that not good enough?
We need a royal commission. All the previous royal commissions, we know there was power within that to actually enforce action. And I feel like an institution doing inquiry into themselves, well, I just feel like not much is going to happen. We need a royal commission.
Excellent. One of the other things that came up tonight is in relation to universities, and it was kind of a unusual moment of unity on the panel. I was not knowing what to do with myself. Everyone seemed to agree, but the universities, clearly they're all pretty cranky at. Do you feel like something's going to shift?
Not anytime soon, unfortunately. I mean, students were all really good at rallying behind the issue and galvanising change. But I think it comes down to, at the end of the day, like it was put at the end there, money, and that's, as students, really hard for us to change and shifting their thinking around, are we going to trump, responses to sexual violence by just making sure that we keep as many people enrolled as possible, including alleged offenders of sexual violence. So, we can do as much as we can, but we need help from other people as well, because this is a huge problem and it's not going to go away. And, it makes us question whether they genuinely care. It comes down to compassion at the end of the day. This isn't a political issue at all. This is a human issue, and that's what they need to start thinking about. And it's honestly frustrating and tiring to even be sitting having this conversation today. Yeah.
Now, 3 weeks, I think it's left till the referendum vote. And there was an excellent question up here which asked for two different people with very different perspectives, the no and the yes side, to think about the other side's perspective. Do you feel like they did?
They fell pretty quickly into arguing their own case, didn't they? No, I don't think we heard either of them answer the question, which was, can you think of any good reasons for the other position?
And we heard a lot about confusion. We keep hearing about how confused people are. Is that your sense?
Yeah, I think we are confused. I think Australians are confused, yes.
And who's that on?
I think that my personal opinion is that the government of the day should have taken more time to get the other side on side so that we could have a referendum that all Australians, or most Australians, could support very, very clearly. Because I think that most Australians are on side with doing whatever can be done for the Indigenous community, but people are divided about the best way to do that, and we should have found a way of being all together on that one and voting very, very strongly in favour of something.
Excellent. Well, it was very, very fun to have you as our audience tonight. You're always welcome to come again, but I think it's extremely late, so go to bed. Thanks, everyone.